This was a hard video to make. A lot of you want to know the problem with TSMFTX IMPERIALHAL, and there's really only one way to describe it. It's not that Sweet's a better IGL than him. It's not his tone. Let's just go ahead and play the clip.
Yeah. All right. I can't go further than that. This shit's actually so big. I actually can't go further than that. Yeah. All right.
Yo, oh, wrong clip. My bad. Wait, I meant this. I meant
You see, my grind. This is my grind. It's not. There's no such thing as grind for me. It exists. I always play. I don't take a day off. I play fucking every day. I don't fucking play Valorant. I don't play Minecraft. I don't play anything else. I play. There's no grind.
Listen to this though.
I am the grind. I play every fucking day. I don't play any other game.
You're so right. It's so depressing to hear this. Holy shit. But you're right. Good God, that was depressing to hear, but you're so right. Fuck me, man.
Now, for those of you who checked out the first clip, that was an obvious joke. I love Hal. I talk about Hal all the time. I can't wait to see the dude in Sweden, hopefully hang out a little bit. Honestly, there's a problem with Hal, though, the way he is perceived in the community. Why do I bring this up? Because the other week, actually 5 days ago, I did a video about NRG Sweet, why he's really the best IGL in Apex Legends. And it wasn't necessarily that this was my belief. It was that this is what a lot of people say. They're 50-50 on if NRG Sweet or TSM IMPERIALHAL are the best. In North America, those are the two that kind of go back and forth. And people love Sweet's positivity and his style of communication. And it made me really interested to look at and dissect why people didn't necessarily give Hal in that video the credit that maybe he deserves. And I realized there were a couple of things, maybe 3 or 4 things that were problems with his style. One, Hal is blunt. He is blunt. Hal is not flashy. Hal is also very focused. You could tell from that clip. He's not playing Minecraft. He's not playing Valorant. And it's not laughing time and fun and giggles most of the time that he's playing Apex. His demeanor and his style of speaking is probably considered from a psychological perspective disagreeable. But most people tend to think that that's toxic, and he creates these hyper fans and these hyper haters. And I wanted to say that this is the problem with why Hal, in my opinion, being the best player in Apex Legends, in North America for sure, doesn't get the credit he is due. And I wanted to show you a video and watch a video of how he plays Ashe and talk about the tenets that you guys don't see that make Hal such a great player that oftentimes gets, I guess, overshadowed by these negative things people try to talk about his personality. And honestly, we'll get to more of that. By the way, we're live streaming right now, twitch.tv/Raynday for the first few hours when this video comes out, so I hope to see you guys there. Let's get into this one, though, because this is Ashe. This is a meta legend. I want to walk through Hal playing this. Let's go ahead and look at this, because there's a lot to learn. And this is a lesson I want to teach a lot of you guys too. When you are playing Apex Legends and you are going through things in life, there's something to learn from everything. So do not dismiss the value Hal brings to help you level your game because you think that the communication style isn't perfect. There's also a lot of things to learn about the meta here with Ashe and the value that she's bringing in this high-level scope. This is a really good start as well with the Arc Star. But he's going to lose. This is a 3-man squad. I want you guys to know. This is a 3-man squad. Heading in a public lobby of trios. Really, really good tether in the corridor as well for Hal. And the Pathfinder's just downed. I wonder what's going to happen. Looking like he's trying to get the res off.
Very, thanks for 10 months.
And notice the focus, too. There's a professional sport after boost. One of my favorites ever. Mentality I would compare to Hal's. I wonder if you guys know who I'm talking about. Nasty finish right there. Nasty finishes.
That was all that remained of a pitiful squad.
So what have you seen? What have you seen thus far?
I didn't even see that.
Anything
fucking guy
interesting?
crashing.
Anything flashy? Does this look like Asu or Timmy's videos? No. Part of the reason on what I want you to notice now is that Hal plays with a conservative style and a huge amount of focus. He does not detract from his play, whether it's pubs, whether it's pro, whether it's ranked. And this is that deadly type of finisher where you catch people who do a lot for looks, which is incredible, and from a content perspective, great. But then you might put them in a situation with a pro, and they have those eyes, that stare. That's like, whether this is a 1v1 in the park or whether I'm in the NBA championship, I'm going as hard as I can. Hal has that value to him. It's part of the reason why he is so successful, and it's a copy of style you guys can play at home a lot better. You don't have to. Hal is not going to be like Ace or Timmy, where he's doing these incredible movement techs that you guys cannot pull off at home. You can pull off everything that he's doing, but his fundamentals are so strong. Take a look at this fight as well, and how he uses cover while he's fighting. Now, I've talked about this with Hal before. Nothing fancy, strong reloads, never reloading while he's in an engagement, always switching weapons if he's still ready to fight someone right there. You see to the Mastiff for another 11. Now he's not getting shot, so he has an opportunity off the reload to be able to do damage. Switches to the weapon because he's in the engagement, right? Quick punch. No shield swap. It's not really valuable. He's basically got a purple already, so should just hit a shield cell. Absolutely nothing complicated about that, but the CEO, the Terminator, as I like to call him, has the eyes for one job. This is one thing that I think people don't respect about Hal, and maybe what people consider disagreeable or toxic or unfun. It's focus. This man is focused. He has a laser vision. He is, in my eyes, what a champion looks like to me. And if you're still thinking about that athlete, I mentioned a hint as to what type of sport it is. I'll tell you in a couple minutes if you still haven't figured it out. All right, so now his teammate is down. He's got the Horizon who just went down. And he's got a player in front of him gatekeeping him, and he's gatekeeping a player behind him. Literally uses the cover now of his down teammate. He slides in and out. Really good crouch spam fighting. He's in the engagement still. Switch straight to the Mastiff. No reload there. Right? Full focus on what's in front of him.
Thought they were on the same team.
Now he could be in trouble, though, because he's still got another team behind, but it's a good heat shield.
The next ring is far from our position.
Is Hal pushing that guy? No. Why? Why? It's efficient. It's efficiency. He knows that that player is in a worse position than him, so he doesn't trade positions in order to get a greedy kill. This isn't the ALGS final. This is a championship. But you couldn't really tell between the focus Hal has right now and the way that you would see him play in the ALGS. Part of the reason why he's so great to watch when he's competing.
ESA or something. Unless there's scrims. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Now, the other thing I want to highlight is Hal's
do.
decision-making, okay? And a lot of people look at his decision-making as an in-game leader, and now him and Reps obviously maybe sharing that role a little bit. Sometimes they question it. But do they really question his decision-making? It kind of all falls in the in-game leader situation, but a lot of people question his attitude and his tone more so than his actual decision-making. And I want you to notice this little thing you're going to see that he just did there. Go ahead and rewind it if you want. Hal is a fantastic... Getting hit with defensive bombardment. Got a little lucky there. I think in a pro lobby, he would have been down by that because usually you have a defensive bombardment, you get a little follow-up, but he did enough damage to make them play defensively, and he gets it out.
Was it 6
Hal
to 15 months?
does an incredible
earwax?
thing that you guys are going to see here in just a moment. He doesn't use this entire magazine. I want you to note what that looks like. He still has
Bro,
11
where the fuck did you come from?
bullets in the magazine of the R301, and you'll notice it if you rewinded that clip before. He saves that final couple of bullets, possibly to track someone who's hard to track, and then finish it off. You don't have to get rid of your entire spray right away. you could save it. There might be some value
Fuck,
there.
man.
And Hal does this really, really well. It's a small thing, but sometimes it can mean the difference between a knock. Right there, he decides and elects to use it all. Also, really brilliant play from Ash in the arc. Mid-fight has the opportunity to down, and even the Mastiff from distance here will get the job done. So now he's fighting a team of 3, down 2, and now there's another team approaching. Notice the cover. Notice the boxes. Where's something that you guys can't do in this gameplay? Except perfect decision-making, high-level execution, focusing and following up on his tether. The Gibraltar can't go there, and hitting your shots. And I think this is one of the problems with Hal, too. He's not flashy enough sometimes to make the haters go, well, how can you deny
21 months.
Hal's skill? I just find him toxic. I just find him this and that. Well, maybe the skill is so subtle, it's like someone who's practiced in a fine art doesn't look like they're trying because it looks effortless. But if you saw someone off the street try that, it would look clumsy. You guys know what I mean? I think that's where at least some of the casual hate and, oh, Sweet's better, Hal's toxic, it comes from. And this is a great example of it, too. Another thing, and I'm not stopping the video, guys, to keep the energy rolling. I hope you guys are liking this, leaving a like, subscribing. We take a look at these pro players and analyze their gameplay quite often here. But another thing that you will see is that he creates defense and moments for him to be to heal, to have a bit of they're shooting Nessies at him, to have a little bit of time to recover through his offense. As an offensive player in anything, and as an offensive gamer, one thing you may notice is that you can be over aggressive, but sometimes that aggressiveness, if tuned the right way, creates the enemy. Now they're down 100, 150 shield points, health points, and that's a valuable asset to buying you and your team time. Cover fire is one of the most important tenets of a high-level team, because that cover fire, when someone would want to push you, say a teammate is down, if someone's covering, you can do 100 damage to them. Now they can't push. So that offense creates defense.
Wait, what the fuck?
And Hal is really good at choosing the moments with which to be offensive.
Bro, if I died right there, holy fuck, I would have been pissed.
All right, now it's 2 squads left, and they're fighting a 3-man with a 2-man. This is a tough situation. And he's not really yelling at his teammate, in fact, which I think is another problem with kind of the thought process. Hal is always this guy who's just saying all these crazy things and being angry and mad.
Bro, die! Fuck, he's like one shot.
And he can't
get
angry
ammo for this shit.
But that's the thing. That anger is about performance. It's not about being angry. There are people who are toxic because they're toxic. But Hal often gets thrown into that category, and it's not true. He expects the best from himself. This is his life. This is his focus. This is his job, his career, and how he measures the success of what he's doing. And I know individuals like this, where it's championships or nothing. And the athlete I'm relating him to is the late, great Kobe Bryant. Because I feel like Kobe gave everything to the NBA. He gave everything to his legacy in basketball, and that's why people remember him as one of the greatest players of all time. And every element of his game was about improving himself and holding people to a higher standard. And we live in a world that's a little softer right now, and that's not a problem. But I think in competition, man, this is what I look to as someone who, when I put my money on the line, or I say, who's going to come out and absolutely clutch up when it matters, these are the type of people that I would bet on. And not even bet on, just believe will show up. Not put on a subpar performance. Not go, hey, where were they today? We expected a lot from them. They didn't show up anywhere. Admittedly, that's a problem that we've seen with NRG. We've seen them go, these guys could win it all, but will they win it all? Could they get 8th today, or could they get 1st? We don't know. But TSM is always a team that I go, watch out, man. And even the patience right there, rewind it, of Hal standing still in these engagements, letting other people move back and forth, just staying clear with his cursor. These are the fundamentals that this man follows. Yes, he has problems because of the way people use his image against him, but when you really dissect Hal's gameplay, the way that we just did here on the channel, you'll see that there is nothing but value that this man is bringing to the community, and that's why I think he's one of, if not the best player in Apex Legends. From the clutch gene, from his ability to be consistent, the high level of focus that he brings above most other competitors that I witness and I cast and I see, and the ability to raise other people's standards up, not only of themselves, but of the entire scene in Apex. I think this is why TSM and Hal have been some of, if not the most successful team in the entire esports community, and why you have a lot to learn. Even if you may have a little judgment on them, still, from TSMFTX Imperial Hal. I'll see you guys then. I'm laughing at that first clip. Oh, my God. Oh, Hal's got a good heart, man. Trust me. Trust me. I'll see you guys next time. As always, never give up, never stop gaming. Say what's up on twitch.tv/Raynday. I'll see you there.